Hi Gemini, and welcome to your May 2019 general tarot reading. So I'm going to pull you an additional guidance card before I shuffle the rest of the deck. You got the Treasure Island card. You know what? It seems to be a very interesting month. Quite a lot of the readings are getting Treasure Island or Milk and Honey. There seems to be something happening that you're going to have a feeling of hitting the jackpot, okay? I don't know where this is going to be. Relationships, your spirituality, money and work, but it seems to be a key theme. And what else is a key theme? Seems to be, it all seems to be happening towards the end of May. So May is quite an interesting month, but it seems to be leading to a lot of energy of new beginnings and new starts. So I'm going to see what this Treasure Island is about, Gemini, and I hope everyone watching gets this Treasure Island. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone who comments, who likes and shares, because there wouldn't be a channel without you, okay? So I'm sending blessings to you all. So try and give me clear-cut messages for the sign of Gemini, please, for the month of May. So let me look. Ace of Swords behind you. And the Sun. Okay, so I don't know if you're feeling this when you're actually, because this is the end of April and moving into the month of May, which it's pretty clear with both these cards, because these are both cards of clarity and illumination. It's like whatever's been behind the surface seems to be coming forth into the forefront. So very beautiful cards. What you most want is a Ten of Cups. Three of Discs is your gift, which simply means you're working alongside other people to get your Ten of Cups. So let me carry on. Page of Swords as a challenge. Relationships, the Knight of Discs. This could be an earth sign, or what it means is there's a really slow, but your relationships are progressing, okay? Let me carry on. Seven of Cups in the money and work. So a little bit confusion. Your inner life, you've got the Judgment card. And the Judgment card will probably help you get the Ten of Cups and the Three of Discs, actually. And you get the Five of Wands. Knight of Wands. Okay, I'll stop at the Knight of Wands. I generally stop at a major arcana or an ace, but in these general readings I need to be able to contain them. I'm planning to do relationship readings next week. I don't always do them, but I think I'll do them, and then I'm going to change the format of things. But what is behind you, or what you're going to feel the last few days of April, is about things coming to light. So when the Sun card and the Ace of Swords appears, I've always got a feeling that before there's been sort of periods of being in the dark, being in the moon energy, or being very much in the shadows, but this is stuff coming out of the shadows into the light, literally, okay? Now what you most want is a Ten of Cups. Sorry, the Ten of Cups is a bit light. The Ten of Cups has got a rainbow on it. It's a happy conclusion to some emotional issue that's been going on in your life. Now, this can be to do with relationships, but it's definitely to do with your emotional life, sharing yourself with others. It's to do with the energy of love generally, because that's what the cups represent. So there's this feeling of emotional completion that you're desiring, okay? Now, what's helping you get that is the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork. It's about working with other people in order to get the Ten of Cups, basically. So it's a pulling together energy. I'm going to clarify the Three of Discs. Please clarify the Three of Discs for me. What's the Three of Discs about? Okay, the Three of Wands is there. These are both really expansive energies. So the threes always include more than one person. So it's always a working together in order to reach your desired goal. And your desired goal is basically emotional happiness, which is absolutely fantastic, Gemini, okay? Now the challenge is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about communication. So why is the Page of Swords a challenge? It's with the Justice card. But this is the Libra card. So there might be struggles around communication with a Libra. But if not, the Justice card rules relationships of all kinds, because that's what Libra rules, okay? So there might be some issue with communication in a relationship, which is a little bit ironic, because the gift is about working together with other people. So there's a little bit of an irony here. So I might pull a connecting card. What's connecting all this together, please? What's connecting these energies? Yeah, time, the wheel. The wheel is basically a clock. It rules astrology. So basically what it rules is the hands of time. And this is your challenge. And I probably think it's to do with some sort of communication in a relationship. And because the Wheel of Fortune is a challenge, what it's saying, there is nothing in this world, well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but a lot of things can be resolved in this world when we understand the principle of time. Because when the wheel is in charge, what that means really is you're not Gemini, essentially. And a lot of people struggle with that idea, but really that is the true nature of existence. There's a wheel that's in charge of everything. It's like when you plant a seed, it's the unfoldment of time that creates the harvest. So, and actually the Justice card is also called the Harvest card. So there might be a little bit of a challenge on waiting on this final harvest, waiting on news to come your way. Either around this could be a court situation. So some of you are waiting for news around a court situation in order for you to get this working as a team to create the Ten of Cups. I have to say, I really, really like the dynamics of these cards. In your relationships, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. I am planning to do relationship readings next week, guys, but this is about a very slow moving forward motion. The Knight of Pentacles is the most slow moving knight. Quite a lot, when I do an awful lot of relationship readings, guys, it's pretty much one of my great passions, okay? Quite often, especially when the Justice card and the Wheel are the challenge, really what's happening is this knight is moving really, really slowly. So a lot of people can fall into quite difficult places because how slow moving this knight is. I always say to people, mind the gap, because when the Knight of Pentacles is in charge of your relationship dynamic, it's a very, very slow moving energy. So this would make sense around this challenge, by the way. Anyhow, money and work, you've got the Seven of Cups, a little bit of confusion here. And again, for yous who are waiting for news about legal situations, maybe that's why you've got the Seven of Cups showing up. Can you clarify the Seven of Cups for me, please? You've got the High Priestess. So these are both very, very receptive energies around your work. So this is so common. It's been so bizarre. Apart from about one sign, everyone's money and work sector is very, very not non-active. But what seems to be a really active place seems to be the relationship dynamic, and I don't know why. Astrologically, full moons in Libra, that sort of energy, so I'm not sure, but it seems to be a very, very common theme. Soul life, you've got the beautiful Judgment card. So for some of you, this might be something coming back from the past. The Judgment card and the Death card work together. This is the rebirth of something that maybe you thought was once over, which was once buried and gone. This is the opposite side of the Judgment card. So if it's not about a rebirth of an existing relationship, it might be some sort of new energy coming your way, because that's what the Judgment card represents. It's about new energy. And you know that feeling like you've been in this 6 months long winter? I do come from the UK, remember? And suddenly you feel the energy of the sun in your face, and you feel the energy of life again, and you're full of this energy of blessings, Gemini. That's what the Judgment card is. I mean, if I could narrow down the Judgment card to a couple of words, it would simply be thank you. Because it's got an energy of receiving something that you've wanted for a very, very, very long time. Because of the very deep receptive cards in your money and work, it seems to me it's going to be more about relationships. But look next week at the relationship readings. So the first outcome is the 5. Now I actually love the 5 of Wands. A lot of people don't like the 5s because they're a little bit stressful. But what creates the biggest change in the tarot is generally the 5s, by the way, plus the Tower card, plus a few other. But the 5s, you know, like an oyster, and it comes from this stone within a, this stone within a pearl. You understand where I'm coming from? There's a little bit of stress here, and it's the stress that creates the movement. Like when you're cooking something, you have to put heat onto something in order to propel the forward motion. Because the 5 of Wands is leading to the Knight of Wands, which is a really fast moving energy. Not quite as fast as the Knight of Swords. But the Knight of Wands moves forward on his passion, on his instincts, because it's a Wands card. And he does it without listening to fear. A little bit like follow your heart, follow the instincts, the intuitions that are coming from your soul, and go forward in that direction. So that's exactly what's happening here. I'm a little bit intrigued to know where this tension's coming from. I do think it's to do with relationships though. What's this tension coming from for Gemini? Okay, the Hierophant keeps appearing. So the Hierophant can be about commitment. It's also about the establishment. Again, for some of you, there could be a legal situation going on in here, or you're trying to secure something. You're trying to make something really solid, because the Hierophant is a really solid energy. And in trying to make this thing solid, your challenge really is the Justice and the Wheel, which essentially is Gemini, and will never mean anything else, but it's all in the hands of the great wheel of life. And it's okay to feel frustrated when we hear stuff like that, by the way, because sometimes I get frustrated when I hear stuff like that. But the more I study and the more I understand I'm also an astrologer. Everything's in the Wheel of Life. Which really, really means, Gemini, if we really accept those beliefs, it means that we get to live in the here and now. We get to enjoy life as much as we can, Judgment card, at a soul level, and let the wheels take care of everything for us, because Gemini, they do. We get out our own way and we let things be taken care of. And the more we can move to that, the more happy, the more content, and the more fulfilled we become. I'll pull you one more relationship card, but really, look out for next week, okay? Because I am planning to try and do my relationship readings. What's the Knight of Discs about? Okay, you've got the Six of Cards, the Six of Cups. Some of you might be reconciling, by the way. Both these cards are totally the cards of reconciliation in a relationship. As always, Gemini, it's in the hands of justice and the wheel. Yeah? But there's nothing in this world that's not. Very lovely reading, actually. I really, really like the dynamics of your reading. There's something very straightforward about it. And very, almost very, very clear. And that's probably the Sun card, so I'm sort of picking up in your energy that there's a lot more clarity coming into your life. If not this week, then the Sun is probably where you're headed to. So more clarity. Is everything working straightforwardly? No. I have got not any examples in this life where anything works that way. Okay? Loads of love, Gemini, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye.